Alright, I wanted to do a little bit of a review for the Christensen Arms MPR chassis specifically. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, I have done a couple videos including a review on my original MPR in 6.5 Creedmoor. I've continued to hunt and shoot with that rifle, and in fact bought this second rifle, which is a 6.5 PRC version, set up very similarly. So I originally got the MPR rifle because I wanted something with a barrel that would support a suppressor, that's not overly heavy, and I really like the adjustability and features of a chassis style stock. It lets you adjust it for what you need. It lets you replace the grips as needed, attach items to the forend if you need, and I like it because it has similar ergonomics to AR-15 style rifle. So with this stock specifically, it has the carbon fiber forend. It has M-lock mounts on the bottom and both sides. So as you can see with this stock, I have an ARCA mount on the front of it so that I can attach this MDT ground pod with the ARCA rail. Depending on the hunt, I will often attach a rail to the back as well. So for antelope, and if I want to be able to mount it into a tripod, this is great. I can attach a smaller piece back here, or I do have, for the 6.5 Creedmoor version, a full-length ARCA rail. That adds a fair amount of weight, but it's very convenient for being able to move the bipod or a tripod exactly where you need it. The chassis also lets you use Accuracy International style magazines. For the PRC, these are the short mag version. For the 6.5 Creedmoor, they're a standard 308 version. So there's several options as far as metal, polymer, and it's a great, reliable magazine in my experience. This fits a variety of triggers. I still have the one that came from the factory with Christensen Arms in it. I've been very happy with the flat trigger that it came with. I have the original Magpul grip on this that they shipped from the factory. I've been very happy with that as well. It's worked just fine for my purposes. Now the actual chassis portion of it, there is mounting points on the bottom if you want to attach a bag rider or a monopod to it. There is adjustability using an Allen wrench. Some people prefer the thumb screw versions. For me, I don't mind the Allen wrench because usually once I get the stock adjusted to me, I don't make adjustments. So I'm fine with it being tooled. I can check it every so often to make sure it's tight, but I'm not going to mess with it typically. On the back, it does have a soft butt pad. It may not be quite as much help as a Packmeyer or one of the thicker style, but I find with the 6.5 Creedmoor and the 6.5 PRC, it is plenty of cushion to make the rifle shoot well. It is also foldable, which is very handy when you are backpacking with it. You can strap it to the side of the pack and it's not going to stick up as far from the top of the pack or the bottom of the pack with it folded. There is a magnet that helps it click in place, so it generally is not going to come open on you when it's folded. And I also like that it does fold to the bolt side, so it is helping hold the bolt in when it's strapped to the pack. There are several QD mounting points. There's two, one on each side here just above the grip, and then you have them also back here on the buttstock. Unfortunately, there is not any on the rail, but since it's an M-lock, you can just add your own and attach one to the front. So generally I have one over here, that way I can mount a QD sling to it. When you're shooting this stock in cold weather with the plastic grip, the carbon fiber cheek piece, and the carbon fiber forend, I have found that generally it doesn't actually feel as cold as an all metal chassis. So that's definitely one advantage of the carbon fiber, in addition to keeping some of the weight down, and it just looks kind of nice. It is also a little bit warmer to the touch, or when you put a cheek on it, when you put a hand up on the forend, it doesn't feel cold for more than just a second or two. All right, I only have a couple very small things that I would change with the chassis. Overall, I'm pleased with it, but I would really like to see a built-in ARCA style rail molded into the forend. That would be very convenient and lighter weight than having to add the adapter plates on it. I know MDT does that with their carbon fiber forend, so I think it would be possible. Also, the way the front part of the aluminum is shaped here, you can't quite get the ARCA all the way back, so sometimes you can't find a perfect balance when you're trying to mount it on a tripod. Another small change that I would make is I'd like to see something on the side just above the grip that allows you to rest your thumb on it. So when I'm shooting, in order to avoid adding additional torque to the rifle, I try to shoot with my thumb on the same side as the trigger finger. That way I'm pulling straight back and I'm not introducing torque with my hand and my thumb all the way around it. So something to rest your thumb on would be very nice. A lot of the competition style chassis do have that. I understand it would add a little bit of weight, but for me it would be worth it. Or give us a mountable solution, you know, some threaded points and a small attachable mount that you could attach to it. Overall, I'm really enjoying this rifle, even after a handful of years and already having the 6.5 Creedmoor version. So this is my go-to rifle for elk, mule deer, and antelope. I'm looking forward, hopefully in the next year or two, I'll have the points to draw a moose here in Colorado, and I'll take it up for that as well. So if you're looking to get the MPR rifle or MPR chassis, hopefully this review helped you. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned to the next video.